The Tabletop TV program is for mature audiences only.
Okay, cameras are rolling. We're live in 3, 2...
Thanks for tuning in to Tabletop TV.
Welcome back to the actual play that actually plays more than D&D. I'm Reed B, and I will be your host and game master for the evening. Today, our talented cast of characters will plunge into the retro-futuristic hell of late-stage capitalism in a tabletop role-playing game called Mothership. Mothership is a sci-fi horror game about surviving the worst our future has to offer. Holding your breath while hiding from the alien just around the corner. Sprinting down a hallway to catch the last escape pod. And egg prices so damn bad you need to sign a 15-year contract on an asteroid mining rig just to make an omelet. But enough from me. You can't have a horror movie without having a couple characters to kill off. So let's get acquainted with our brave crew who are going to face the horrors head on.
I'm about to throw up all of my knee-high peach.
What? What the fuck?
I'm so nervous. My knee-high peach.
Okay, before Hudson spills his fucking guts out all over his microphone, hi, I'm Reed. I'm going to be running this game, and I'm joined by...
My name is Borb, and I'm going to be playing Private Cormac Toadvine.
My name is Hudson, and I'm going to be playing M04S3, or Mouse. And I'm very concerned by the fact that this podcast still doesn't have a set-in-stone name.
What?
Popcorn to Sid.
Hey!
I think it does have a set-in-stone name.
We had to scrap it.
We had to scrap it! Anyway, I'm Sid, and I'm playing 82.
Incredible. And without further ado, let me jump into a little opening piece of narration. We begin on an opening shot that is completely pitch black. It seems to be a solid color at first, but then we see the shifting of various underwater detritus. Kind of a fish slips past the camera, and then later a small jellyfish floats by. Then the black begins to turn into more of a gradient. We see lights, small and a pinpoint at first, coming larger and larger into view. And eventually, in the black, inky abyss of the ocean, we see a small, manned sub moving through the water. It seems to have room for only about one person, a small cylindrical metal tube with a big glass viewing dome, and two large, luminous flood lamps that seem to be blasting away the ink. Our camera kind of shifts through the water to look into the cockpit. And we see a man hooked up to a very strange operating apparatus inside of this submarine. He seems to have both arms submerged up to the shoulder into sockets on either side of him inside of the sub, and he seems to be shifting his arms inside of some kind of contraption to move the submarine around.
Fuck.
Hudson tried to do a little boogie to imitate what he thought that would look like, and I think kicked his desk. As our camera moves inside, the man pulls his arm out from one of these sockets, reaches up to the top of the sub, and grabs a small handheld radio that is connected to kind of a little spiraling cord that goes up to the roof of the sub. You see he clicks it on, and over the radio we hear,
I'm at the coordinates. You sure this thing is down here? Don't see much of anything.
Do not worry, Mr. Casey. There is an expected margin of error with our sensors. We just picked up another signal 100 meters down. Please proceed with your descent.
Okay, yeah, just give me a second.
Have you continued, Mr. Casey?
I'm working on it.
we see Casey flip a couple switches, turn a couple dials, adjust a couple parameters on the sub, and then plunge both arms back into the apparatus. And the sub continues with its descent, slowly and cautiously deeper into the void.
You are 60 meters away. 40 meters.
Still nothing.
20 meters. 10 meters. Look alive, Mr. Casey.
The sub we kind of looking out of the sub, kind of behind the backlit head of Mr. Casey, through the big glass window, illuminated, kind of blasted into light by the headlamps of the sub, we see a small, floating thing. It's about the size of like a baby monkey. It seems to, from the waist down, have like kind of a long fish-like tail, but from the waist up, it has a weirdly like mammalian-looking rib cage and a small kind of like almost like human infant-looking head. Mr. Casey over the radio goes,
I have secured Fiji.
Thank you, Mr. Casey. Please begin.
Beginning my ascent.
He kind of jerks his left arm in the apparatus, and we see a small kind of metal arm dislodged from the side of the submarine. And attached to the end of this like long kind of metal arm seems to be like a net gun of some kind. And then pulling a lever, kind of a large metal net shoots out, snags the thing, and reels it back in. It seems to remain fairly inactive throughout the whole process.
Should be up in about an hour.
We look forward to your arrival with Fiji, Mr. Casey. I will prepare the others.
We watch as the sub begins to halt, and its momentum shifts as it begins to slowly ascend back towards... Well, back towards where? Our camera pans up. Raising up through meters and meters of inky black water, eventually things begin to get a little bit lighter as we get closer and closer to the surface. Our camera pierces the top of the water, and we see raging storm, turbulent waters, and an ocean on end crossing the entire horizon. No land in sight. This is Ede, an ocean planet. Called an ocean planet because it is primarily ocean. There is very little land on Ede, and most structures out in the waves are completely man-made. Our camera kind of zooms along the surface towards one of these structures, the Barnum Aquatic Habitat and Research Facility, a man-made research vessel that acts as kind of a submarine station, research station, and general base of operations for any wayward souls out here in the waves. Our camera plunges again back down into the water as we see kind of a spiraling metal city seems to be supported on like a elevated seafloor cliff, like large metal supports seem to be raising up this little like, almost like a little underwater space station habitat. And our camera pans into the bottommost room of the sub that has large kind of antenna and like swiveling discs moving around on the outside with flashing red lights that seem to be pulsing sonar out into the waves, and a large kind of glass viewing window. We go through this window and see an android woman manning a very elaborate series of computers and consoles. Sid, please describe your character.
Yes, calling 82 an android woman is very much a stretch, but she would quite appreciate hearing you call her that. She is sitting with really no headset on. She doesn't really need it. She's kind of connected directly to the whole computer thing as she discusses with Mr. Casey. She does have on some wonderful patched overalls, personalized, that she has patched together herself from various pieces of fabric and other materials that she has found around the research station.
Wonderful. You have just kind of concluded this interaction with Mr. Casey, who is now beginning his ascent back towards the station with Fiji, and kind of looming over your right shoulder with you is, you could call him your boss, mentor, co-worker, whatever you would, who goes by Dr. Giovanni Shrew, or Dr. Shrew. Kind of an older man with a penchant for marine biology, kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, "I can't believe we finally found it."
I know. What was his name again? I almost called him Mr. Casey. That's not Mr. Casey. Dr. Shrew.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, Dr. Shrew. It is quite exciting.
Okay. You and I should move to the sub bay to get quickly transport the specimen up towards the lab.
Of course. Shall we grab anybody else to assist us? I do not have much muscle, Dr. Shrew.
Yes, it may be good to grab one of the boys from security.
Fantastic. I will begin my journey.
Mr. Shrew begins to climb kind of a steel ladder out of this little kind of computer terminal enclosure at the bottom of the ship. And you see he's clearly having kind of a very hard time kind of getting up each rung.
Dr. Shrew, would you prefer to stay here? I do not mind going by myself.
No, I climbed down. I can climb up.
I suppose so, Dr. Shrew.
Here we go.
Oh, you will have to... Oh, yep, okay, you have done it.
You see he's gotten to the hatch at the top, which is closed with like a little valve-like kind of turning mechanism. He goes, no, I've got it. Old Shrew's still got a little left in the tank.
Okay, Dr. Shrew. Dr. Shrew, perhaps next time I shall go up first.
No, it's good. Can't keep an old dog down. And you see he kind of an alarming amount of muscular exertion is required from Dr. Shrew to open this little hatch. But he manages to do it and push it open and heave himself out. Okay.
I like to imagine that 82, as someone who was designed to go on these sorts of like research stations, was probably designed with this like task in mind. But Dr. Shrew was like, I actually don't care. I am going to do it myself.
I've blazed a path for you, 82. Follow in my footsteps.
Dr. Shrew, how kind. I hope that one day I can display such an act of kindness for you.
Oh, that day grows closer every day, 82. You're growing more human-like by the instant.
Oh, I am glad to hear that. I thought you meant you were closer to dying, Dr. Shrew.
What? Why would I? I'm in peak physical condition. 82, you kind of finish climbing the ladder after him, close the hatch. And he kind of politely waits for you and goes, okay, would you mind fetching one of the boys from security? I don't think they like me.
I shall get them, Dr. Shrew. Do not worry. I'm sure they are quite fond of me. And she cracks a little smile.
As an android, I think your approximation of a smile is quite frightening.
Yeah, so the other day, this is quite a little side story, and I apologize, but I had to get some dental work done the other day, and I had some local anesthesia on my mouth. Came home and tried to smile, and it was very, like, lopsided. One side was trying way too hard, but was not doing the exactly what it should. So that's how I imagine 82 smiling.
With a lopsided, frightening dental office smile.
Exactly.
You see Dr. Shrew goes, oh, yes, I'm sure they'll be overjoyed. I'll be up in the special projects division. Meet me there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And you see he kind of moseys away. You're right outside the first floor security office that's here in this like metal corridor station hallway.
I'm gonna go to security.
Cool. A little knock on the door, a little rat-a-tat-tat.
It's like way too like metallic and loud though. It's like boing boing.
Cool. Borb, please describe your character and how they react to hearing what sounds like a head slamming against the outside of the security door multiple times.
I think you've interrupted Private Cormac Toadvine in the middle of his, morning routine. And so shortly before you knock on the door, he's making his coffee, talking to himself, and he's like, man, more goddamn Barnum brand burn-ass coffee. This shit tastes just like Mom used to make. Nice! And there's a man who is wearing, all of his clothes are Barnum branded, And he has a big neck tattoo that's like, it looks like it's the Barnum logo, and it goes like all the way around. And he's got short hair. He's got these like gloves that have a bunch of like tools and attachments on them, but they're not like, it's not like super sci-fi. It's just like, you know, wrenches and shit. And it looks like it severely impairs his movement. And he hears the ding dong 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 of 82 knocking on the door, and springs into action, knocking his coffee cup over. And he smiles in kind of a strained way and opens the door and says, "Oh, hi, 82.
Good morning, PP. Do you prefer going by PP with all of the with everyone, or is it PP?
You can call me Toadvine, but
Toadvine.
By regulation, that is the abbreviation of my rank. So
Of course. Well, good morning, PP Toadvine. How are you today?
It's another beautiful day on the Barnum sub.
Isn't it always? We have succeeded in capturing Fiji, and Mr. Casey shall be returning with it shortly. We would require your assistance to onboard it onto our station. Please. And she hits him with the same smile that she hit Dr. Shrew with.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'll be right up. I'll be up in a second. Happy to help!
I guess I'm gonna leave now. I don't really want to talk to him anymore.
Cool, 82. You head towards the sub bay. Private Cormac Toadvine, you kind of finish kind of putting together the shambles of your morning routine that was rudely interrupted. You wipe a little coffee off a console that it probably didn't do any damage to. And
I use the mop attachment of my arm to clean it up, sort of, and then I wander up to where I'm supposed to be.
Fantastic.
When it's about time, I'm trying to like put the fucking cup back together or whatever, and I have a thought that's maybe not mine that says, you know, it'll actually take you 2 minutes and 30 seconds exactly to get to where you're supposed to be in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And my legs start moving.
Terrifying. You begin to move out of the first floor security office, following 82 kind of up the hallway and towards the sub bay. On your way to the sub bay, Toadvine, you do run into your boss, whose official title is Chief of Security. But you just kind of call him Trent. Everybody just calls him Trent. Trent, kind of with a little breakfast, like Barnum sanctioned breakfast burrito in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other, walking back towards the security office, looks at you and goes, "Did I move you? Did I switch your station?"
Well, it's from, I'm helping the robot get Fiji on board.
Excuse
sir.
me, my name is 82.
You see he actually breathes a bit of a sigh of relief and goes, "Oh shit, then you're getting me out of doing work then. Cheers to that. I'll be kicking my feet up in the security office if you need me. If any of the doctors ask, I'm doing very official chief of security stuff and am not to be interrupted by any of this Fiji bullshit."
Sounds good, sir.
Fantastic. And he kind of moseys on forward, takes another big bite of his burrito, turns the corner. You have to move through this kind of common area of the station to get to the sub bay. And this is a kind of where people who don't work for the ship but are staying here kind of populate. You see there are some like public seating areas, little benches, some like breakfast kind of stalls seem to have opened up for the morning and are kind of selling various Barnum sanctioned kind of breakfast packages.
Does 82 have to eat breakfast?
Your breakfast is like plugging in every night and making sure you get enough juice for the next morning.
That's what I thought. I feel like she wants to feel included, though, so she would like to locate the stand that Trent was eating a burrito from and go and purchase one and just like carry it around with her.
Cool. There's a long line for the breakfast burrito stand,
right.
but everyone gets out of your way.
Oh, awesome. I was going to say I'll go to a different stand, but I'll just make my way to the front of the line and ask for one burrito, please, of the breakfast variety.
You see the guy working the counter at Barnum Burritos looks into your cold dead eyes a little concerned and goes, "Are you doing a breakfast run for the lab boys or?"
Yes, I am. He is over there, and I point towards Pee-Pee.
Cool. Should I just charge it to the ship tab then?
Yes, you should.
Cool. You see it clicks a couple of buttons on a register, punches it through, and then goes, "All right, how many you want?"
Just perhaps 2, actually.
Cool. He slides you 2 hot, fresh Barnum breakfast burritos. You see each of them is branded with like a little, like Barnum insignia on the side. Just kind of like lengthwise along the burrito.
Beautiful.
And then hands them both to you. Carry a burrito over to PP.
Here you go, PP Toadvine. I have retrieved you some breakfast. And she's going to hit him with the smile again.
Oh, thank you, 82. But you didn't really have to go and get me one of these. Well, thank you, 82.
You are welcome.
So you both kind of move into the sub bay, where you see it's kind of I think you can imagine just like kind of a dock or like a pier on the side of a normal landmass. It's set up kind of similarly, where there's kind of a steel platform with some beams and then a couple like walkways that go out over kind of an open body of water where some subs are floating. Kind of the top half of subs kind of up in the air and the bottom half submerged below the water. And coming up right now, kind of in an empty parking spot at the sub dock, is a small one-man submarine, kind of breaking the surface.
He has arrived.
And while that's kind of breaking the surface, and our 2 of our 3 party members walk towards it, our camera pans upwards. In this enclosed space, especially in the Barnum Commons, there is a series of kind of ventilation shafts to carry filtered air throughout the entire station to make sure everything stays pressurized and people can breathe. Our camera pans up to one such vent, and we see 2 beady yellow eyes watching the action unfold. And as 2 of our protagonists move closer to the sub, we see the eyes disappear, and our camera jostly tries to follow the movement. The camera shifts to another open grate, and we see the yellow eyes appear in these as the creature seems to have hastily moved through the vents. Our camera moves closer and closer and closer to this creature. Hudson, would you please describe what the janitor of the Barnum station looks like?
You got it. I'm playing Mouse. I am a very short in stature man. I stand at a proud 2'7". A few key characteristics. 1, I am, as I always am, in my janitorial outfit. A patch on my shoulder reveals a broom and an assault rifle, sort of crossed with each other. Another key characteristic is I am simply covered in fur. My nails extend outwards in sort of claw-like fashion. My ears are a little bit too big for my head, and my eyes, which for anyone else would be a shade of brown or blue or green, are a stark yellow. And as I scutter over to the vent to peer at 82, I go, "Ah, yes, all is in order." And I turn back and I squat for a little bit. All of the fur on my arm and body sort of like puffs up rigid, and I begin running through the vents as dust and cobwebs get caught on my fur, which is how I clean them. The shower has to follow soon after. But you hear tom 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 as Mouse begins to run through the vents.
Are we used to him doing this?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to say to PP, it seems that M04S3 will be arriving soon.
A couple of new attendants of Barnum Station kind of just exiting their submarines this morning hear a bum 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 coming from the ventilation system directly overhead, and one of them dives back into his sub, and a couple others reach for service weapons, and they go, "Oh shit, is there a monster?" Is there? And a couple other like security guards have to go, "Whoa there, whoa, it's okay. It's just the janitor."
Just doing his job.
Yeah. You two approach the sub. And real quick, I'd like to ask Hudson. Mouse has a lot of access to information on this ship, simply by privilege of how easy access he has to ventilation shafts.
100%.
How up to date are you with the whole Fiji situation, do you think?
I think I am just as informed as any other lead scientist would be. I think I've got the scoop.
Wait, like in terms of you know what's going on, or you've managed to accumulate like years of scientific training?
I do know what's going on.
It's like that. What's that movie isn't there that movie where the janitor does math?
What?
Oh, is that Good Will Hunting?
Yes, that's what it's called.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, I haven't seen it either, but I know it's about a janitor who does math or something. That's Mouse.
Yeah, Mouse and his PhD in astrophysics sprint down a ventilation shaft to get a better view of the Fiji situation.
Of course, it all makes sense now.
Mouse, you find a grate that gives a really good view. It's kind of top down of the sub, and you kind of perch up and try to get a good shot at what this weird little freak looks like. All of you hear a as the submarine depressurizes, and kind of a big like kind of metal trap door on the top of the submarine hisses open, and throwing himself out of the submarine, kind of covered in sweat but clearly relieved to have surfaced, big smile on his face, is Mr. Casey. Some of you may know him as Bus, as that is his nickname, as he drives most of the submarines for the scientists on the ship whenever they need to go somewhere. But this is Kelly Casey, wearing little suspenders, covered in sweat, and again, big stupid smile on his face. He comes out and goes, "Holy shit, it's scary down there, y'all. That's the first time I've gone that deep in a while." Hoists a leg out, gets up on the platform. "Okay, where's the help? Where's the muscle?"
He is here, Mr. Casey. Pee-pee?
That'd be me.
You see, Kelly Casey, I think snorts a little bit when a man is addressed loudly as PP. He goes, oh, right, Toadvine. Hey, man.
Something funny, boss?
What? Oh.
Something funny?
No, man, I'm sorry. It's just been, I laugh when I get nervous, and it's been hell of a morning, right? It's just, happy to see you, Private. Now, will you help me lift this thing?
Yep.
He moves to the side of the dock and kind of like hits a button on the outside of the sub, and you see the big mechanical arm with the net attached to the end of it kind of pops up to be at about eye level, kind of on the kind of strip of dock you guys are standing on. And the two of you hoist a big metal net over your heads that's just dripping water. And he goes, "Okay, best get this up to the special projects unit."
They should really put some sort of attachment on the special projects unit room, like a hatch to be able to bring shit in.
Yeah, well, all them lab boys are scared that civilians are gonna find a way in some way or another, and they like to have it kind of isolated, I think.
That's a terrifying thing for them to be worried about, frankly. All right, let's get this going.
And heave, ho! And you kind of move it through the station. Cool. The whole thing is absolutely dripping, disgusting, smelling seawater on the both of you as you lift it over your heads up towards the lab. And kind of while you move it back through the commons, up towards kind of the Commerce and Trade Hall, which kind of leaving the commons, which is again this big common space. There's some glass to let in like natural light from the kind of the water above. Like various little lamps and fun little plant fixtures decorate the common space. As you move into Commerce and Trade, a lot more advertisements, a lot more kind of stalls, store windows, and a lot of weird like biotech implements are on sale here. Barnum Station kind of have a unique monopoly on cybernetic implants of the very organic variety. Because this research station is owned by Parent Technologies, which is a company that specializes in a wide variety of tech. But this station is kind of the premier biotech research station for kind of making weird little genetic implants happen. So you see a stall that's like, losing your 20/20 vision? Don't feel like remembering to put on glasses in the morning? Consider frog eyes. Or kind of another stall that's like, man, is it getting harder to climb those stairs? Come on down to Harvard's leg shop, where we will cut off your legs and give you better ones.
I would like to take a pamphlet from their stall to give to Dr. Shrew in an act of kindness.
I think Dr. Shrew has been very indignant about remaining all natural.
I'm going to put it on his desk anyway. I'm not going to hand it right to him. I'm going to put it on his desk.
Cool. But yeah, you see a lot of advertisements for one of Parent Technology's biggest breakthroughs, which was the kind of biologically inbuilt rebreather. And you see a lot of ads that are like someone like sitting and meditating at the bottom of a pool, and a lot of other ads that are like somebody like walking with a family. All of them are in like touristy clothes, but they're like underwater and they're like pointing at an octopus. And the slogan for a lot of the ads is "Breathe easy." So you pass through a lot of this like huge commerce zone. As you do so, you guys are drawing kind of a lot of attention, and it doesn't help that there's a loud thudding coming from the air vents ahead that is kind of announcing your presence wherever you go. Unless, Mouse, you'd like to make some kind of check to be stealthy or unnoticed at all.
I'm all good on that one, Chief. I don't think I need to.
Cool. So boom, 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 boom. Overhead, you guys are kind of carrying this big package up towards the elevator, and you're getting a lot of attention. Everybody on the station knows generally that it's primarily a research station and secondarily kind of a sub stop or a like a tourist like buyer's place. But still, there's been a lot of rumors and whispers about this whole Fiji thing, and people are kind of shooting glances or pointing and going, "Oh shit, do you think that's it?" And just kind of like a general murmur passes through the crowd as you move through the station. You get to the elevator and ride it on up. Riding the elevator up, you are required to kind of swipe up, bing, a little key card to show that you have verification to ride up to the second floor. Everything that happens on second floor is very, very corporate interest. Everything that happens up here is labs, business, storage, and it's where people who work on this ship live, primarily. It's where your rooms are. It's where all your facilities are. And as you kind of reach the top holding the package, you're met by a hallway of dudes in lab coats applauding. Woo! Yeah, we did it! We did it! We fucking did it, guys! Just kind of various, like, thrilled scientists. Mouse, I have a question. What? How do you ascend? Do you have can you vertically scale a ventilation shaft, or do you?
I think. Well, first off, yeah, I think I can. I think there are a bunch of scratch marks where my talons have dug into the sides of ventilation shafts as I scale my way up.
Fucking terrifying. Cool. Even in the elevator, you are not free of the noise. As the elevator begins to ascend, you hear. And then you hear, shit! As, like, Mouse, you step on your tail a little bit as you're climbing up. Do you have a tail? I was just imagining you having a rat tail.
I've got a little nub. It's not a full-ass tail. Cool.
You bang your nub on the side of the ventilation shaft while climbing. It really hurts.
No! Though I am a product of the bowels of the ship, they hurt me still. No!
Kelly Casey, looking at both of you concerned, goes, I didn't know he could do that. I didn't know he could go up. I thought they kept him on the first floor.
Well, how do you think the top of the ship gets cleaned?
I thought we had a robot do it or something. I wasn't quite sure. You hit the ding top, applauding dudes in lab coats as you make your way down the hallway to the special projects unit. Again, every door you get to is a bing key card. Bing, access granted. Everything here is very under lock and key. You pass through the Barnum Mega Lab, which is kind of the big room at the center of the top floor here. And you see it's just kind of lab tables and like it's one big box on the simple little map I've given you. But it's kind of a sectioned off into various different little cubicles and corners, and you see there's like different wings assigned to different projects. And you pass a scientist who's like working on trying to figure out how to get a human to like grow back a limb like an octopus. And you pass another one where you see a couple lab boys who are looking at a pufferfish going, any second now. Any second. Quieter with that thing, they yell at you as you walk past. Then eventually you make it through the labs to a hallway where Casey looks at you, Toadvine, and goes, you got to swipe your ID on this one.
What?
You got to swipe your ID on this one, your security.
You don't have clearance to this part of the ship?
Well, that's why they had a security person escort me. They usually let me in, but it's a precaution, I guess. They're real paranoid. I mean, I could swipe mine, but there's an automated turret on the other side.
A turd?
Turret. They got a turret guarding this part of the hallway.
Of course, not a turd.
I mean, I don't blame them. Parent Technologies likes to keep all of their projects hush-hush until they hit the market. A lot of competitors out there are trying to nab intel, beat them to it. So, yeah, Special Projects Unit. It's got an automated turret guarding the door in this hallway.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and swipe.
Access granted. The thing slides open. And sure enough, yeah, there's a big, like, ball-mounted swivel turret in the roof of this hallway that you guys were probably aware of, but it is a frightening sight to walk through a hallway with a big gun in it. You make your way down and swipe on the final door entering the Special Projects Unit, which is a kind of a lab tucked away from the main lab, where, again, the real top secret shit happens. As it slides open with a hiss, some steam kind of shooting out of a pneumatic old fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm doing this a lot today. The sci-fi door opens, doing sci-fi shit. And inside this mysterious room, as the steam clears, you see Dr. Shrew standing right in front of you, and bang! A party popper shoots confetti in your face.
Yay!
So he goes, yes, you did it! We've captured Fiji! Oh, those years of research and trying to hunt this thing down weren't for nothing. Quickly, put it on a table. Oh, and have some cake! I made cake!
Dr. Shrew, do you happen to have another party popper that I can use?
Boys, do we have another? Yeah, I have one in my pocket. Okay, yeah, cool. Yes, we have one right here.
82 wants to use one to be part of the festivities.
Cool, hands you a party popper.
Woo. Pow.
You pop it, it explodes right in Toadvine's face as he's trying to hold the big fish net up.
Oh, I apologize, PP. I did not mean to do that so close to you.
I put it down.
With a heave, you and Casey drop it on a table, and you see a couple, kind of like vultures to a corpse, a couple scientists quickly rush over and kind of take the net off of the thing. And one of them, wearing gloves, delicately places it inside of a little tank of water. They cap it and they carry it off to a corner where they plug it into a bunch of old, big computers with, like, again, everything in Mothership. It's retro-futuristic, so everything kind of has more wires than it seems like it should, runs a little bit slower than the version we have today, but is somehow more complex. If you've watched Alien, you know what's up. So they they set it down, they plug it into a bunch of shit. You see they're setting some little like electrode things on the thing's head and chest to run some like heartbeat, like diagnostic stuff on it. But your attention is quickly taken away as Dr. Shrew carries out a big 2-layer cake and sets it on the middle of the lab table and goes, "Dig in, boys, we've earned this one. Payday's coming up for the old secret projects unit. Oh, fuck, I need to sit down."
I think that the only time 82 has, like, encountered cake before is on birthdays. So she starts singing happy birthday, but then realizes nobody else is joining in. So she just kind of tapers off because she's like, that is a good, like, I wonder whose birthday it would be. Must be something else.
Everyone is frightened by this. Everyone is frightened by this. No fear save necessary. When an android absent-mindedly humming happy birthday to themselves in the middle of a crowded room immediately puts the entire vibe of the party off. The festivities kind of stop. Someone solemnly takes off a birthday cone hat. And kind of one of the scientists walks up and whispers something in Shrew's ear. Dr. Shrew loudly goes, "No, 82 stays. 82 is an important part of this whole thing."
Yes, I helped with the sub coming back on the radars.
A couple scientists groan. A couple others seem to understand that you definitely were like a very pivotal part of the kind of location of Fiji and kind of shake their heads.
Gentlemen, I want you to take a look at yourselves around this bloated corpse and take a look at this member of our crew and ask yourself, what's weird? Because y'all are doing freak shit. And then I'm going to take a piece of cake and put it up to the grate and go, for mouse.
Two clawed fingers come through and they pinch off a corner of the cake and then back into the vent.
There you go, buddy.
And you hear very low, "Thank you."
Cool. Fucking your fingers exit the vent and alarms start going off inside of the room. Two scientists reach for like plasma pistols. And Dr. Shrew goes, No, wait, it's fine. I knew about this. And a couple other scientists are going, "We didn't know there was a fucking vent in here." "You said this place was cut off from the rest of the ship, Doctor." He's like, "Yes, well, I added one because Mouse felt left out." And you see the rest of the scientists are like, "Why? This isn't meant to be an isolated chamber."
You see all of the screws start to come undone and the vent slowly like creaks open as Mouse comes out and he goes, "Yes, I wanted to see what was happening in here."
Come on out, buddy.
I'm covered in dust and cobwebs. Every time I move, there's a plume of dust that comes off of me. "Now, is there a shower in here? Or nearby?"
"Yeah, we gotta decontaminate." Or just kind of a random scientist walks up to you
For
and goes,
chemical burns. And he walks over and he...
Yeah, there's like a high water pressure decontamination zone that's kind of like, it's got an eye washing station and then like a shower head that just fucking blasts you with the coldest, most like high pressure ocean water you've ever experienced.
the only type of shower that Mouse has ever had. He walks out completely soaked, and he goes, "That is better."
Okay, man. Enjoy the cake. And you see a couple other scientists looking genuinely concerned about the past 5 minutes, who are kind of like leaning into Dr. Shrew and whispering, "Hey, you said that ventilation shaft wasn't big enough for anyone to fit into." Dr. Shrew went, "Yes, anyone conventional. However, Mouse is not your conventional crewmate." But by all means, they are far too small for even the smallest of humans to fit through. But Mouse manages to squeak by.
I am an affront to God and nature.
Nice one, Captain!
Dr. Shrew goes, "Is that okay, Mouse? I'm sorry. I let my positively startling sense of humor get the best of me sometimes."
It is okay.
Excellent. Well, gentlemen, while it may seem like the past couple minutes have been a massive breach of security, it's actually normal, and everything is fine, and you shouldn't worry about it. Let the festivities begin! And kind of another confetti popper, people enjoy their cake, and you'll just kind of enjoy kind of a solid hour of milling about, celebrating a big victory for the sub. As kind of in the corners, some very industrious lab boys are kind of like monitoring vitals on this weird little specimen, codenamed Fiji.
I'm going to approach Dr. Casey, and I'm going to say...
Mr. Casey. He's not
Mr. Casey.
He's just the driver.
I get an electric shock of 1 trillion volts. I'm going to say, Mr. Casey, so what is that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's Fiji, which is what they've called the weird little specimen Parent Technologies put a 1 million credit payout on locating. I don't know why they want it, but it's going to be great for our ship. We're talking more restrooms, better facilities, better food. They're probably going to send a lot more funds our way to keep research up and going, and all of our paychecks are probably going to see the hefty little bonus this year.
And you're sure that's it?
How do you mean? He turns around, wearing the party hat, cake in hand.
I don't mean to alarm you, but if you don't know what it is, do you know that's it? That's the it that you're after?
This might be a Dr. Shrew question. I'm really just the driver. I'm kind of, I play fetch with the things they want me to get, and I bring them back, and then they give me money. But from what I've heard, it's pretty weird genetic little freak. And he looks over at it, and it's little, kind of small aquarium they put it in. Again, small, waist up, weird, naked, decrepit-looking baby monkey, waist down, weird serpent fish-like tail. Yeah, apparently it's one of the last of its kind. Real slippery and hard to locate. But if I remember correctly, they were able to pick it up on sensors because of some weird type of harmless radiation it gives off. And also it's maybe a mammal. They're not positive on that one, but a mammal just being able to breathe underwater permanently would be a pretty huge discovery.
Well, I'll be goddamned. All right, I'm going to get some cake.
Cool.
I think Mouse goes up to 82 and he goes, "Miss 82, I have to ask, are you being bullied?"
I think I am, yes, though I am not quite sure what all that entails.
Well, I pass by your room while I am in the vents, and I noticed that you have other crewmates' trash, like coat hangers. You have Justin's hat. You have Lisa's glasses. Are they throwing their trash into your room?
It is not so much their trash, M04S3. 3, as it is a collection of their belongings that they have gifted to me. And she's hitting him with the smile.
Should I give you one of my belongings too?
Yes, that would be fantastic.
Mouse in a dead sprint goes into the vent, and it feels like time should have been cut because the time him entering the vent and him leaving is near instantaneous. But he is holding a mop, and he walks up to you and he goes, "For you, my prized mop."
Oh, well, thank you. May I call you Mouse?
Most of my friends do, yes.
Fantastic.
And he taps the side of his nose.
Friend. Yes, we are friends. And I'm gonna just hold this mop, I guess.
In one hand, full-ass burrito. In the other hand, a mop.
I think the burrito's made its way. I have lots of pockets on my overalls since it's just various fabrics. So a lot of them are pieces of fabric that had like a jean pocket or something. So I have like 20 pockets of the burritos in one of them now.
Gross.
Like, oh, it's cake time. We can't have burrito time at the same time as cake. I'm learning this.
Mouse, he doesn't get a slice. He keeps picking off the corners of the cake to eat them.
The party begins to come to a close as the cake kind of falls apart from the inside out, kind of because so many chunks were being taken from the bottom right corner of the cake. There's kind of a cave-in landslide that happens, and people go, "Ah!" The cake topples over.
Oh, how could this have happened?
I can clean that up for us if we would like. I do have a mop now.
You and me both. And my mop attachment comes out.
Toadvine, you do notice that towards the tail end of this party, your boss shows up, gets a slice of cake, and then leaves. Chief of Security Trent Wickham just kind of goes, "Don't mind me. Cake on plate, okay. Godspeed, Toadvine," and then he leaves the room.
What an asshole.
And kind of the cake gets finished off, the extras are stowed away, and 82, I like to imagine that the thing you've done with the burrito, you've done multiple times in multiple different pockets with multiple different food items. So you have like a breakfast burrito that's like a week old sitting in the back pocket of one of your suspenders.
No, I recycle them out. I throw them away, but I do have 3 pieces of cake in different areas in case I'm able to eat later today. I'm like, maybe today will be the day that it happens. And when that happens, I'm eating cake.
like android puberty. Like
exactly.
When you hit a certain age, you're going to finally be able to consume nutrients.
Yes, I'll be like, I'll be able to chew it up and swallow it. And when I do that, I'm doing it 3 times.
Dr. Shrew gives you a solemn pat and goes, "The day's coming, 82. I can feel it in my old weathered science bones."
And if it does not happen today, Doctor, you may have my cake. And she holds open one of the pockets to show him, and it's like got lint and shit on it.
Ha! A generous offer.
I am doing something kind for you now, too,
Oh.
Doctor.
Kind of a moral battle happens inside his head. Thank you, 82.
Fear not, Doctor. You
I
do not
appreciate
need to decide
it.
right now. I might be able to eat these later, and then you will not have to.
Oh, yes, then let's hold out hope for your eating systems coming online.
Of course, Doctor.
Who knows, maybe study of Fiji will finally unlock how to give androids a functioning digestive tract.
One can hope.
All right, well, I best get to work. There's a lot to dive into. Oh, and I almost forgot. You see he kind of flags down one of the guys and goes, send a transmission off to Parent Technologies headquarters on the other side of Ede. They should send a dropship over here immediately. The other person kind of nods and heads out of the room towards the kind of main terminal where all of the like transmission shit is. He goes, "Hopefully with that drop ship will come a lot of money for you and me, 82.
Oh, yes, Doctor. I cannot wait. I love having money. I don't think 82 knows what to do with money, but she thinks it's going to help her on her quest to become human.
I think Dr. Shrew has kind of begrudgingly set aside a small paycheck for 82.
Yeah.
Kind of not really sure what you're spending it on as an android, but you do get a small little paycheck for assisting the crew.
Sometimes I buy my own burritos.
Oh yes, by the way, an exorbitant amount of money has been put on the ship tab for breakfast burritos that we're not ordering. Do you know anything about that?
I think it might be the security officers. Doctor, I have noticed, what's his name? What's your boss's
Trent.
name, PP? Trent? I have noticed Trent eating one almost every morning. And PP also seems to follow suit, though I do not blame him. They do look quite scrumptious.
Yes, they are quite good. Well, I'll have to talk to him about it.
Perhaps it is Trent's fault, though.
Yeah, you know, he always gave me a bit of a weird vibe. I mean, he probably does a lot of work for the ship. I don't really check up on him, because it's not really my place to. But I imagine he's doing a lot. I just never really... I don't know, he kind of ducks in and out of these things.
Ah, yes. Earlier, he did tell PP Toadvine that he would be doing important work in the security office and to not interrupt him. So I am sure it is something that needed no interruptions.
Dr. Shrew immediately buys this. He goes, good. I bet he's really busy. Dr. Shrew is maybe one of the big reasons that Trent has been getting away with as much as he's been getting away with, as this excuse maybe works on him every time. Okay.
I think 82 is definitely a little bit suspicious of it for some reason. She's like, well, why? Like, you're doing important stuff every day, and I don't have to do important stuff every day. So certainly, like, it can't be every day. So that's why she mentioned it to the doctor. And so she's like, all right, I guess it is important stuff.
Awesome. Eventually, Mouse and I think Cormac are kind of, you two are kind of get ushered out by a couple scientists who go, okay, well, we're really going to hunker down. It's going to be a long day and night on this Fiji thing. We'd appreciate it if y'all would give us some space.
Of course. You got it.
And they kind of unceremoniously, push, kind of like show you out into the hallway.
Have a nice day!
Why do you do that?
Oh, it's kind of, that's what they want me to do. So when they want, it's a program.
Who is they?
Barnum and the Greater Barnum Company. But really, that's only because it's in the interest of Barnum's shareholders.
Listen, I don't know what this means, so I'm going to steer the conversation to something that I do know. How are my services for you?
I've never really had a cause to complain. Seems like the vents work pretty good. I do wish that you'd have maybe a lighter tread at night.
Lighter tread at night. That is when I clean the floors in the dark.
Well, I'm hearing something in the ceiling, so maybe you should check that out.
We cut to midnight of last night in the crew quarters where Mouse is.
Mouse has a rag on the floor and he's doing that thing where he's sprinting while the rag is on the floor. And he does that up and down every hallway.
Everyone's upset. But it's like, they're like, it's Wednesdays, it's floor cleaning night. So all of them are just kind of, you get like a chorus of, hey Mouse, hey Mouse, hey Mouse, as you wake everybody up sprinting down the hallway. We cut back to the present. You two are about to kind of exit the hallway with the big fucking gun in it.
Oh, Mouse. I had an idea. Check this out. DM, I'd like to see if I can give Mouse a...
Cookie.
No, dude, that will be in a world of trouble.
I will only ask for more.
If you give a mouse a cookie,
You want a glass of milk.
You have invited my dark power.
This is my dark passenger.
I'd like to see if I can give Mouse some sort of piece of my heads-up display system.
wow.
As in like a little headband or something with a camera on it that I can see out of.
You want to strap a GoPro to Mouse's head that you can then kind of like view through.
Or like a necklace, with like a little. And I'm being very clear about this to Mouse. I'm explaining what it does.
I love
understand. You have given me a headband as a sign of goodwill and kinship.
Yeah, and it's so I know if you're coming, so you don't run into my room when I'm jacking off.
It is always uncomfortable when that happens. It is frequent.
It's so that he knows when you're coming, when he's coming. If you catch my drift. Anyway.
Ayo.
I'm trying to get your schedule down, Mouse, but goddamn it keeps changing.
Sometimes I am very fast. Too fast for my own good.
Toadvine, in terms of like a lot of the cameras on this ship are pretty inconveniently chunky. And the only like kind of like body cam sized things around are like slightly more expensive pieces of technology that you probably need to get like clearance from somebody to check out.
Okay.
But like if you asked Trent nicely, he might let you like check out a body cam or something.
Can I don't know if I'll have to roll for this or something, but can I ask Trent for it at like a super inconvenient time? And like this is like I've this heads up display is part of my head. So I like this is something I'd be thinking about. Mm-hmm. Can I ask, like, if for the 1 minute of every week that he has something he has to be doing, can I ask him then and try to like sneak it by him?
I have really good news. He's at a very inconvenient time right now, because over your radio, you get a quick.
This is Chief of Security Trent Wickham. Over. Toadvine, you there? Over.
Yeah, I know who you are, Trent. Over.
Yeah, we got a situation happening down in the mess hall. Couple of gangly folk passing through in a sub are getting ideas about Fiji, and we'd love if we could send someone down there and just kind of make sure they don't get any more funny ideas. Over.
Need you to be more efficient on the mic there, Trent. On my way. Over.
Just post up, look real scary. They shouldn't do anything rash.
Hey, Mouse, you wanna come with and check out what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. The bathrooms need to be cleaned. But
yeah, you should get on that ASAP. We'll check back later.
Okay.
Trent.
Okay.
Over.
Yep. Over.
I need an additional body cam, Trent. Over.
Over.
He just makes the thinking noise and then says over. Over.
I don't know what you want me to do with that. Over.
Will it help you? Will it help you with this?
Yes. Over.
I thought part of walkie-talkies were you couldn't talk at the same time.
Special override. Also, my walkie-talkie is it's like a wristwatch, but it's just like it's just part of my wrist.
All right, I'm absolutely swamped right now with just a ton of paperwork I need to get done. So fine, take the shit you need. Just get this off my plate. Over.
You got it. Over.
All right.
And I will run down to I will walk down to the mess hall.
Cool. You, of course, hold on.
Over now.
Sid was accusing me of being a fake-ass walkie-talkie
You
user.
you don't say over now. You're not real. You never ended the conversation. He could chime back in at any time.
Cool. So you two kind of sprint on down the hallways, making a quick stop by a supply closet that kind of just has a lot of the ship's like cool gear and stuff in it. You pass by kind of a gun locker that has a code on it that you have access to, a couple shelves with boxes of various like microscopes and lab equipment.
I am emptying the gun locker.
You're emptying the gun locker.
Yeah, these dumb sons of bitches in the mess hall are not going to know what hit them.
Cool. So you grab a top of the line flamethrower from the arms locker, hook up a Barnum brand fuel canister to it, and then load yourself with a small hand pistol. I will say, you normally kind of need permission to grab these sorts of things. But
Lock and load.
I think you do it anyways. Flamethrower, hand pistol, on, hand grenade, pocket. I guess, Mouse, if you want to grab anything here, you can. It seems like a person kind of in a higher position than you is just kind of going crazy on the gun locker. It feels like you maybe have permission too.
Mouse looks up. How tall is Cormac?
5'7".
5'7". Mouse looks up at the 3 feet of difference between the two of you, so he's really just looking up. And in a very younger brother move, he sort of reaches out and grabs an assault rifle. He stashes it in a nearby vent, and then he goes back to standing by you and looking up.
Incredible. After we finish a suit-up montage, locked and loaded with Barnum brand crowd suppressant tools, you also find a little body cam. The ones that are this small are quite expensive, but you can flavor it however you'd like to as you kind of hook it up to Mouse.
Yeah, I had to get into the gun locker to get this camera that I was authorized to get. It was at the bottom too. Careful, Mouse. That thing kicks like a mule.
Why is there a vent leading into the weapons and munitions room?
Mouse, do you believe in God?
No.
Well, then I got nothing for you.
Cool.
Okay.
You sprint down to the mess hall, and I think I want to cut back to the lab real quick as you two run with just truly an absurd amount of firepower to break up an argument.
Judgment Day, you dumb sons of bitches.
Fear, though it will do nothing to stop what is to come.
Cool. We cut back to the lab where 82, you've actually, Dr. Shu has politely asked you to hang around for these next couple steps.
Yippee!
And I think he has you just helping set up various terminals and computers and plugging stuff in for him.
Awesome.
And you get a better view of this weird fucked up little creature. And I'm going to send a little image of it to you guys. If copy paste works the way I think it does.
It's a tough one.
What's that?
Just some snide comments at your expense.
Cool.
Nothing to see here.
I will love that in post, I'm sure. Hold on, I'll pull this up and brief in this later. It looks a little bit like this. Weird kind of, the proportions I've already described, weird serpent-like tail, waist up, weird baby monkey, but fangs weirdly sharp and kind of lips peeled back, revealing just a sharp set of chompers with completely glazed over, vacant white eyes, kind of floating dormantly in this tub. And Dr. Shrew goes, It's so strange. It says here on this molt of it we caught in the ocean current a while back, as it seems to molt out of its skin when it grows in size. We carbon dated an old molt of it, and it seemed to be upwards of 1,000 years old. But this creature, we're running some of the numbers right now. We're kind of looking at its genetic clock based off a DNA sample, and it's in infancy. It's strange.
Perhaps, Doctor, their ears do not work the same as you humans.
Yes, perhaps. Or perhaps it was the molt of the skin from a different creature of a similar genome.
Perhaps, Doctor. I did not even consider that.
No, both are possible. We don't really know what we're dealing with here. We've only ever really seen one. So it is possible it is a weird timeline situation. And he's kind of mumbling all of this and some other kind of techno-babble that I don't really know how to narrate and you don't really know how to understand.
I think 82 knows, like, very little about science, like, biological science stuff. So she's just like, oh, it's probably this. Oh, no, Doctor, you're so right. It's actually what you said. Oh, or it's not what you said, Doctor. Who knows? I don't know.
And Dr. Shrew is kindly seeming to, like, really respect the, like, half-informed input you're trying to throw into the ring. Like, whenever you go, maybe it's sleepy, he goes, yes, it could be very tired after months of travel. That could be it.
Doctor, its eyes are kind of like mine, so perhaps if I put my mouth in the same shape as it, we will understand it better. And she does, like, the same mouth thing that it's doing, where it's like, get her teeth out. Is this helping, Doctor, or making it worse?
For me, it's making it worse, but the creature may respond to it. Keep trying.
She's gonna get, like, close to the glass. Like, you know, kids in an aquarium where they're like, hi, fish. That's what 82 is doing to this thing.
Cool. You tap on the glass, doing a terrifying teeth thing at the weird, fucked up little creature inside. And you tap on the glass a couple times. And its eyes swivel into consciousness.
Doctor, I think it is working.
The creature seemed to be in some kind of dormant, like, sleepwalkish state before. Like it seemed like it was almost on, like, a kind of, like, autopilot, kind of, like, drifting through, like, the void of the ocean type mode. As you, like, vigorously tap the glass and making a little face at it, you seem to wake it up a little bit. Like, it was sleeping and you maybe didn't know it. And you see a monitor, like a heart rate monitor, begins to, like, ping to life. Bing, 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 as it kind of wakes up and its heart begins to beat a little bit faster than it was before. And the doctor goes, oh, you've awoken at 82. It worked!
Doctor, I told you, it might just have been sleepy. Perhaps it needs a little energy drink.
I guess we'll have the boys fetch one, but let's not jump to that just yet.
Give this bitch a Red Bull, Doctor.
A couple scientists behind Dr. Shrew go, Doctor, was that a serious? Yes, get a Red Bull! We never know. It could be the answer. A couple of them go, yes, sir, run off down to the mess hall. And the heartbeat of the creature begins to increase significantly. Bing, 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 just as you continue to make this scary face at it.
I think it does not need the Red Bull anymore, Doctor. It seems to be waking up just fine.
Another alarming sound rises in volume in this moment, which is a Geiger counter, which was pointed at the tube that the creature was in. And previously very passive levels of radiation suddenly begin to slowly tick up on the scale. And you see this big machine that looks like, imagine one of those big, like gas empty, gas full dials kind of on the wall, begins to, like, slowly tick from 0 up to 100, up to 200, up to 3, and it begins to make this loud, harsh clacking sound as the radiation emitting off of this creature seems to increase. And you see Dr. Shrew goes, oh, shit, everyone leave. And Dr. Shrew goes, this is unprecedented. It seems to have modulated the level of radiation it's outputting. And he runs over into a corner and opens a closet and grabs a small orange prescription pill container. And you see he cracks it open and goes, take one. Oh, no, you don't need one of these. You're an android. He takes one of them for himself and he pops it.
I will have one anyway, though, Doctor, if you would not mind.
These are very expensive. I'm sorry, but I will only be using one for me. As you see, he takes a bottle of pills that are just like hastily marked in Sharpie as anti-rad. And he pops it closed and hurries back over to the station and goes, this is incredible. We haven't been able to document what type of radiation it is, but it seems to most closely resemble a gamma photon. But it only seems to be colliding with certain particles. And he kind of jumps into like another like techno-babble rush. And as he's saying this, his speech begins to slow down a little bit.
Oh, I killed him. I'm sorry, dude.
I must discover... Oh, it's getting quite hot in here, isn't it?
I do not know, Doctor. I do not feel temperature.
And the tank that this creature's in begins to fill with like an oily slime type liquid, as it seems like its skin begins to secrete something. And the doctor goes, fascinating. There's much more to be learned here. Get me a glass of water, please, 82. And we're going to cut back down to the mess hall.
Everybody get the fuck down!
Nobody near the ship.
As you come back down to the mess hall, you see there is kind of a lot more shacks for food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Some Barnum sponsored, some are partnered. You see Andy's Burgers and Shakes and kind of Barnum's Burritos. Bursting in, you see there's kind of a large gaggle of folks who look like they've just recently disembarked a submarine. They look a little pirate-y. Some of them have firearms, noticeably. And a lot of them are wearing punk fashion, like dirty goggles from a ship. Like one of them has like kind of a crazy mohawk situation coming off of his head. And the guy with the mohawk kind of at the front of the group, as you kick down the door with your big fucking guns, you catch him on the tail end of a thought yelling at the rest of the people in his gaggle going, apparently this Fiji thing's pretty fucking valuable. And takes a huge swig of a bottle he's got in one of his hands and starts waving a pistol around he's got in another one of his hands. I think I want it. And I think me and my boy...
Drop your weapons or I will shoot. This is suppressing fire.
Okay. Thank you for specifying. I was imagining bullet after bullet going through the chest of this guy.
Yeah, I RoboCop this guy.
Cool. You let a bunch of shots fly in his general direction. And he goes, oh, fuck. And he stumbles backwards off, like drunkenly off of a table he's standing on and hits his head really hard. Ah, fuck. Oof, shit. Wow, they really took this pretty seriously pretty quick, didn't they? Good, I wanted someone to negotiate with. And you see he kind of hoists himself up, wobbly. The rest of the members of this guy's crew seem uncertain at best about what their captain is currently getting up to. The man seems blasted as fuck on some kind of substance right now. I want to negotiate for Fiji. I am Captain Plub Cremming of the Big Tuna, and I want a part of it. I heard someone say 100,000 credits. I think my men outnumber your men.
Private Cormac Toadvine thinks a series of thoughts designed to trigger the alarm for Barnum corporate interest threatened. And he sprints at Captain Plub and executes a flying dragon kick.
Holy shit. Okay, this is going to be a combat roll. On failure of this combat roll, Plub will be making his own combat roll to attempt to shoot you.
My combat including my military training, is a 57, and I have rolled a 2.
Whoa! Fuck yeah!
Let's go.
I
You kill the shit out of this guy.
Mouse, cover me! And I go. My
Can I
body
make
attains.
I'm
What's
sorry,
that?
can Mouse make an attack roll on just an unsuspecting bystander?
Yeah, roll combat, Mouse.
I've got it.
Mine is a 67. I rolled a 6.
Fucking incredible rolls. Cormac, Toadvine, you yell cover me. Mouse, you turn and a passing bystander who is holding a Barnum Corporation waffle gets a haymaker to the left of his jaw.
I have to jump in order to reach, but yeah, no, his ass is grass and I mowed it.
Man, say what you will about Barnum Corporation, they make a mean waffle. What the fuck?
Go for it.
Everybody begins screaming as Mouse punches a random person. In the ensuing chaos, you see that the barrel of Plub's gun is aimed towards Mouse instead of Cormac, giving you the entire window you need to sprint at him and execute an incredible military takedown that you're about to describe to me.
My body attains perfect horizontal forward motion, feet first, at approximately 5 feet in the air. The soles of my shoes connect with Captain Plub's face.
Cool.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, Plub's experience of life currently goes like this. He fell off of a table, made vague threats he doesn't remember the next morning because of a hangover, and then he blacked out and woke up in the Barnum Infirmary. Your feet connect with his face, and his head hits the ground hard, and he is concussed and fully incapacitated. The rest of his crew go, whoa, hey, listen. He's not himself right now. Well,
I spin up my general purpose Barnum brand machine gun. It's one of my arm attachments.
Fucking incredible. Cool, you aim a machine gun arm at the rest of them, and all of them, hands up. Whoa, we're sorry. Hey, we won't get any funny ideas. Promise. We just... another one of them goes, Captain! No! He gets down on his knees. Plub! Wake up, man! He slaps him, worsening his concussion. Who gets the deed to the ship? We hadn't established an heir!
Mouse runs up to Cormac and he goes,
How did I do?
Beautiful.
I know.
You get kind of signaled over the walkie from Trent. He goes,
Hearing a general commotion down from the mess hall. You wrapping up down there? Over.
This is Private Cormac, Toadvine. The situation is under control. No one messes with my paycheck. Over.
Incredible job, Private Cormac Toadvine. This is why they pay you the big bucks. But I have to get back to why they pay me the bigger ones. Over and out.
Captain Trent, this is a reminder that I am an indentured servant as a result of my gambling debts. Over.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. He comes back over the walkie-talkie. You seem to have earned some sympathy points with him as he goes,
Oh, shit. Shit. I'm sorry, Toadvine. Over and out.
10-4. Over.
awesome. So, kind of in transmission, and you see a couple more security guys. There aren't actually that many of you on the ship, but they don't really need that many of you because you generally have the guns and kind of check people who come in and have like automated ball turrets in a couple rooms. So, like 3 other dudes kind of move in and go, Toadvine, thank you. We'll take it from here. And they kind of cuff the captain, haul him off to the infirmary. and generally the rest of the crew gets honestly a little too violently interrogated or questioned about the ongoings of their ship. What do you know about Plub? Just kind of, they kind of go down the line, make sure they scare all of them so they don't try anything crazy again. We're going to cut back to 82 in the lab, where things are honestly getting pretty dire, as it seems like Dr. Shrew is losing it, maybe. He took some kind of pill that seems to like maybe be meant to help him deal with radiation, and he seems to have a firm enough belief in the pill working that he's continuing to operate, but he's looking worse for wear, and I'm gonna make a body save for Dr. Shrew real quick.
And while he's thinking about how he's feeling, I'm going to say, Dr. Shrew, perhaps you should consider joining the rest of them. I know you have taken the pill, but perhaps it takes some time to kick in.
I made it myself. I should be just fine.
You made it yourself, Doctor.
I made half the things in this damn lab myself. Now get out of my way and plug in that Geiger counter.
Doctor, the Geiger counter is already plugged in, I believe.
I need you to plug in the bigger one that measures higher levels of radiation, because the previous one has maxed out, and we need to measure bigger numbers.
Yes. I will. I'm gonna just. I feel like it's an extension that we just tack on the existing one instead of switching them out. It's just like, here you go. Now you can go further.
He's hastily scribbling down a lot of like crazy shit, and he goes, This creature's fascinating. I've learned more about it in the last 5 minutes than I have in the last 5 years trying to track the thing down. It's radiation. It only seems to collide with specific parts of the DNA in the human body. Specifically, it kind of wipes like big amount of sweat off of his brow. Oh, what was I saying?
Doctor, the particles?
Oh, yes, the particles. They seem to only affect the internal methylation process of DNA. They seem to hasten or invert. It's what?
Doctor, what you are saying does not sound like radiation. It sounds like something that your radiation pills will not assist with.
No, it should. Oh, maybe you're right.
I'm gonna pick up the doctor. I'll make a roll if I need to.
You don't need to. He's a light man.
Yeah, I'm taking him away from here.
In Mothership, we make rolls when there are potential consequences to actions, and there's not really a potential consequence.
Fire me if I move him from this creature. That's the anticipated consequence.
As you pick him up, he whispers in your ear, What's your name?
My name is 81, Doctor.
Yes.
She's lying to him in case there are consequences. I saw Hudson's confused look.
Yes. No, but the creature, its skin.
The creature will be here, Doctor. The skin.
It releases a unique, and then he passes out.
Okay, and I'm gonna take him to wherever he sent everyone else in hopes that it's safer there.
Cool. You kind of beep boop beep boop up, kind of open the door, punch in a passcode, and there's kind of a bit of like a contamination airlock between the special projects unit and the outside hallway that you pass through, and you carry the doctor out. One of the scientists who's just waiting in the hallway goes, "Oh fuck! 82 killed Dr. Shrew!"
I did not kill Dr. Shrew. The creature has affected him.
A couple of the other lab boys go, "Okay, that's insensitive, Paul. Clearly 82 did
They're like, hey, let's not jump to conclusions.
Paul yells, "Okay, but we should at least get someone from the med bay, right?" Another one of them grabs a radio and goes, "We need a couple med bay guys up here stat. We need a doctor in medicine, not in astrophysics. We've made that mistake one too many times." You hear kind of a siren going off somewhere on the ship as a guy with a stretcher is sprinting through the hallways to get to Dr. Shrew. Dr. Shrew is dying actively.
Oh, no!
In your arms here, 82.
Not my boss.
A couple of the other scientists are like freaking out, don't really know what to do. One of them is running to get like kind of a stim pack from a nearby container, but it's kind of just you and the doctor. Do you do anything in this moment or say anything to him?
I'm gonna try to help by feeding him my burrito. I'm like, maybe he's just hungry. Maybe he just needs something.
Cool. We'll call this an intellect at disadvantage.
Okay.
As you go to feed Dr. Shrew a burrito. While this happens over the radio at Cormac, you get kind of another transmission from Trent, who goes,
This is, Chief of Security, Trent. I just wanted to check in. Seems like someone's dying on the second floor outside the Special Projects Unit. Cormac, you've been my main man today. Won't you get on that for me?
You gotta say over when you're done speaking, Trent, otherwise I won't know you're done. Over.
Sorry, I'm just absolutely swamped with all this paperwork I got in here, and it would be a real inconvenience for Barnum Corporate if I had to do anything else. Over and out.
Trent, what are they dying of?
I don't know, it's the old guy. It might be a heart attack.
Mouse. Go get a medical doctor. Stat. You're faster than the other people on the ship.
it's true.
Mouse runs into an event and immediately appears out of a vent on the other side of the ship. Yards away.
I will sprint up to where the doctor is.
82 has failed her check to feed the doctor a burrito.
No!
I know, it really would have worked, I promise. She cannot get it in his mouth.
Quick heads up for any Mothership app users. The guns you pulled from the supply locker, I have sent to your inventory, which you can accept.
I love an app. Can you see my roll on there?
I can, yes. You run to get a medical doctor. You quickly kind of collect one. You burst into the med bay and go,
I need a doctor.
you see a guy shoots up and go, in what?
I level a rifle at that guy.
Medicines.
He sits back down disappointed, and another doctor stands up with a stim pack under one arm and goes, I'm on it. Sprints down the hallway with you two towards the
You
elevator.
don't know where to go.
I'm following you. He's sprinting very slowly.
Okay. Yeah, Mouse starts leading him.
Is Mouse
he
he
does
the
at one
regular
point-
parts?
Mouse, over and out.
Over and out, you are done talking. Over.
Mouse, take him through the air vents. There's not time.
Okay, doctor, I need you to get as flat as possible.
What? Why?
On the ground.
Okay.
Don't worry.
He goes into plank formation.
I grab him by his collar, and Mouse runs backwards through the vent so fast.
So just
Dragging Doctor behind him.
So geographically, you are on floor 1, and the man dying is on floor 2. I'm just curious what the visual of you pulling a man upwards through a vent. Like, I'm gonna ask for a strength check. There's no world where that's not a strength check.
Okay, is there no world where it's a speed check because I'm running really fast?
No, you have to haul a full heavy ass man up through a vertical corridor.
I pass.
Oh my
28.
god.
Let's fucking go.
I added athletics. I had a 31 for my DC. I barely passed.
Incredible. He goes, for what? And then shunk, like one of those messages being shot through a pipe in one of those old newsrooms. He's just like suctioned into the air vent and like pulled violently across multiple corners going, ah!
Mouse does not slow down for turns at all.
82, you're kind of leaning over Dr. Shrew, gently pushing an open breakfast burrito towards his mouth.
The app says I also did gain a stress from this roll.
Yes, I absolutely forgot to mention as the GM, every single time you fail a roll in Mothership, you do gain stress.
Awesome. I think 82 is stressed because she's like, Doctor, 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 I do not understand why you do not want to eat the burrito. She's like starting to short circuit almost. She's like, doctor, it is very quite tasty. I know Trent has told me so.
82, kind of in a moment of panic, you begin to like fritz out as you see Dr. Shrew kind of begin to fade. And even in his final moments, he's like, yes, 82. I'll eat the burrito in a second. I just... who... 82, is that a name?
Yes, doctor. It is my name.
Where am I? Where?
No!
And you feel his chest begin to convulse as he's going into cardiac arrest.
Christ. Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say the alien pops out of it.
No. It seems this is like the thing that's killing him right now could genuinely be conceived of as natural cause. Like he's having a heart attack.
Oh, no.
It's possible this is just natural causes of some kind.
Can I, if he's having a heart attack, can I use my robot electricity hands and try to like, I forget what it's called, you know, like the with the pad?
Yeah, defibrillate him?
Yeah, that one.
I think as you begin rubbing your hands togetger to defibrillate this man, using a function you maybe don't have as an android, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
You hear in the in kind of a grate right next to you.
It's a rolling mass of limbs as Mouse and this doctor burst through the vent.
The doctor stands up, brushes off his lab coat, and he goes, Dr. George Mackley, reporting for duty. And he takes out a stim pack, and he goes, you're going to be okay, sir. And he injects Dr. Shrew with something right in the neck.
And Mouse is here also.
Hello, friend.
Mouse, scalpel. He throws a kid at you.
I get him a scalpel, I guess. I don't know.
He checks his pulse and he goes, oh shit, take the scalpel back. It's cardiac arrest. And he goes, defibrillator.
Also, hello, Miss 82. It was kind of you to say hi to me.
Clear. Clear.
Toadvine appears on the scene.
How did you get here after me?
The ship is built like a spiral staircase. Doc, what's the situation?
I don't know. I think we're losing him. Clear. Stay with us, Dr. Shrew. You're a brilliant mind. This isn't working. Help me carry him down to the med bay. And he kind of gets on one side of a stretcher. Kind of ushers you to get on the other side, Toadvine.
What the hell are they paying you for?
Well, it's a two-person Okay, I was sucked through a vent. I didn't really have time to grab a buddy.
There's no time to go through the whole spiral staircase. Mouse, get this man to the
Okay, it is much easier going down than up.
George Mackley goes, no, genuinely, it may kill him. It seriously may kill him if you take him down through the air, through the ventilation shafts. He should go on the elevator. And they kind of... You run to the elevator, quickly descend down a floor to get into the med bay. I'm going to ask anyone who is present to make a fear save for me.
Oh, I could be so nice to you guys and say that I decided not to go with, but I'm going with.
So,
disadvantage.
Quick rules thing. Androids are incredibly unnerving in Mothership, and them being around the party gives the party disadvantage on fear saves.
I think a big thing about military training is fortitude for that reason. Is it okay if I add that to my save?
I learned recently in checking the rulebook that skills can be applied to saves. I think military training...
My phone tells me I can.
I think military training would apply to keeping a cool head while someone is maybe dying. That feels very appropriate for military training.
I have failed.
Cool.
I've succeeded. Nothing scares my ass.
I failed.
Cool. On 2 fails, both of you take a point of stress. Kind of in the rush, a lot of other sensory information becomes a blur as you watch kind of a man like having a heart attack on this stretcher. You can't really think about much else other than the mortality of Dr. Shrew. 82, being a little bit more calculated, you see them fleeing down the hallway, but also your auditory, kind of your auditory sensors pick up just a small little just coming from the hallway you just fled from.
Oh. I'm going back there.
You turn back towards the lab you just fled out of.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell them.
I think
I'll tell them I'm gonna meet them in the med bay.
If it's okay, Mouse isn't carrying the stretcher. I think he would want to go with you.
Yeah.
Or do you want a solo scene?
No, I want Mouse to come with, but you're gonna die of radiation poisoning too.
I'm prepared.
I'm gonna be a mean DM. Failure on the fear save means not registering 82's
That's all good.
actions or any unnecessary sounds coming from the
Goodbye,
lab.
82.
As you two are just simply caught up, and it's like a crowd of other concerned people who are like the scientists who were pushed out into this hallway are also like moving down, going, Dr. Shrew, are you okay? Come on, man, come on!
I'm pushing people out of the way.
As you're holding the stretcher, you're like...
Yeah, I'm in front. I've got the stretcher like this, and I like above me, and I have the flamethrower in my other hand.
Unnecessary! Unnecessary! Please, sir, we're just concerned!
Out of the way.
I think Mouse, once again being the little brother, pulls out his rifle and starts aiming it at people as he's running past.
Cool. You head down to the med bay, and 82, once again isolated, you double back to the lab. You swipe a little keycard, which honestly, we'll say that like maybe one of your fingers doubles as like a little like verification thing you can swipe. You swipe a finger through a card, like a key card swiper. What do you call that? The little thing you swipe a key card through.
Key card swiper.
Reader.
Reader. You swipe your finger through a reader, and
Sorry.
guys, this is a horror game. I expect horror
so
attitudes. You're stressed. You're panicking. A man is dying, and you step back into the lab to see on the floor of the ship, now outside of the tank, disconnected from a lot of electrodes, is Fiji.
Oh. Well, that is not where it was before.
It's not really going anywhere. It's just kind of like a goldfish out of water.
I'm
Just like...
gonna go. Are there little gloves around that people were wearing? You said earlier that some guy had gloves on.
Yeah, there's plenty of like gloves and like heat mitts and various equipment for handling dangerous objects.
I'm gonna recall what I saw people doing earlier, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put on some gloves, and I'm gonna try to put this thing back in the tank.
Put gloves on, you pick it up, and getting a closer look at it, it's weird, because up until this point, at looking at it, it's looked very much like kind of an infant oblivious to the world around it. Picking it up and getting a good look at Fiji now as you carry it back to the tank, it seems to be acknowledging eye contact to some degree.
I'm gonna make the face back at it then. And like try to like communicate with it. Yeah, like it like, you know, we come in peace type shit.
You make the face at it, and you hear the Geiger counter in the corner of the room
I
begin to
saw
spike
making
back
the
up again. And as you plop it back into the tank, it makes a little, just like a little squeak sound as you plop it back in.
82 goes, my heart. Oh, my heart? Probably not.
And as it lands back in the tank, you see that it kind of swims now in a little circle, and it looks bigger than when it first got here.
Oh. Perhaps it is growing.
Not by a lot, but it's got a little bit more weight on its bones. Before it was like skinny and frail, and now it looks like it's putting on like baby weight.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
What do you do?
Oh, I want to make it make the noise again. I really like the noise it made. I'm gonna, ooh, is there any cake around still?
You have multiple pieces shoved into various pockets on your suspenders.
I have to write it down on my character sheet really quickly so I don't forget. Please hold, custom item, cake, yum. And then I can add, I have 3 pieces. I'm actually going to use one of those pieces. And I would like to try to feed it some cake.
This is a great advertisement for the Mothership Companion app. They should really be paying us for this.
It really is. Here we go. Increase my quantity to 2, and there we go.
You feed it a piece of cake. You drop cake kind of into the enclosure. And it's reading an alien, infant alien life form. Very tricky. There's not really an insight skill that could get you anywhere close to an approximation of what it's feeling. But as you drop the cake into its tank, it swims up to it. It takes one of its little arms.
Oh, his arms!
Jesus.
You remember the image.
Of course, let me go back. Oh, it does have arms!
Weird freakazoid, like baby monkey arms, grabs it and it sticks it, the whole piece at once, into its mouth. And then it looks at you.
I'm looking back.
And you hear the Geiger counter increase again, like back up to max. And as an android, this isn't doing anything to you. But it looks at you, the Geiger counter increases, and then after a beat, it decreases. And then something weird happens where one of the monitors that's plugged into this little guy inverts, and the waves start going upside down instead of right side up, and the Geiger counter shoots back up again, and it's still looking at you.
Perhaps it is feeling a joyful emotion. I should give it another piece of cake. I'm doing it again.
Cool.
I want to see if it does it to the other monitor.
Sid, you're gonna kill the shit out of us by doing this. I don't know how, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, Mouse, you and me are both like, damn, I'm itchy. What's going on? Mouse, does your skin feel like loose?
I feel something dark in me growing.
You feed it another piece of cake, it eats it again, and the fish, fish would be that would not be encapsulating of what Fiji is. Fiji swims another little circle, and then just kind of bloop, checks out again. As you see kind of it do the inverse of the thing it did when you were tapping on the glass. Its eyes kind of roll back up into its head.
Oh, it has gone sleepy again.
But noticeably, the Geiger counter does not stop.
Oh, it's still high?
Yeah, it seems to be able to kind of like emit this when it's checked out.
If there's like stuff around the room that kind of... You know how at hospitals you have to have a special room to do x-ray stuff in because of the radiation? I want to try to start making this room into one of those so that it doesn't get out and make everyone else's skin loose.
You start lining the walls with lead.
Exactly.
Maybe an impossible task. I don't know.
Sounds good.
That would be a large-scale construction project to line the walls of this room with. But here's the thing: because the room is cut off, this room is probably already got like lead walls or some shit to keep crazy science ballistics from getting out of it. Like it's intentionally cut off from the whole place. The air vent is very one way.
It's a travel-only air vent. There's actually no air in there. Oh yeah, I don't have. I'm gonna tap the glass, and I'll do it for a while if you want to cut back to what they're doing. But I'm just gonna try tapping the glass, not making the face, to try to get it awake again.
Cool. You stay in there and keep tapping.
Yep.
Incredible. Awesome. We cut back down to the med bay, where we see Dr. George Mackley solemnly take his cap off and put it to his chest and go, I think we lost him.
82 will be so sad. Maybe I should get her another mop.
I think that's a good idea, Mouse.
I have many. But my best one went to her.
Oh, you mean mops. I thought you were talking about good ideas.
Oh, No, those are very few.
Well, Dr. Mackley,
Yeah.
was there anybody else on this ship who knows what this Fiji thing is?
I mean, God, most of the people working on floor 2 have heard of it. Anyone with clearance to the special projects unit knows as much about it as you do, probably. A lot of the folks passing through shouldn't. But, I don't know, word might have gotten out.
I want a full autopsy of Dr. Shrew.
Of course, sir. We'll get right on it.
Don't call me sir.
What would you like me to call you?
You can just call me by my rank. That's all right. PP's fine.
I will. I'll get on the autopsy right away, PP. We're all going to mourn the loss of Dr. Shrew, though, so we may hold a minute or two for mourning, if that's all right.
All right, but clock's ticking.
Yes, of course, sir. PP.
I strut out of the room.
Strutting out of the room. Mouse, you overhear something as one of the other doctors, who's just kind of checking his vitals, going, "Man, I thought he had a couple years left. I mean, he was a pretty feisty 77-something-year-old. I mean, I guess maybe it was just the stretch the situation got to him, but it's like years really caught up to him."
Oh, sorry. Hi.
You're pulling at the pant leg of this doctor who goes, "Ah!"
Yes. No, my visage does alarm most
No,
people.
hi, Mouse. I'm sorry, you just caught me at a bad time.
I am overhearing what is in the room with all of the doctors and researchers while I am in the vent. How do you check for radiation poisoning?
We've got a couple. We've got a couple tools right here, and you see he hooks up his own Geiger counter and points it at him and goes, "It's actually not that. I mean, this is fairly normal levels of lab radiation, but I guess normally we'll check his blood, and if that sets off anything, then it could have been radiation poisoning. But it really seems like a full cardiac arrest. It could have been onset by radiation, but yeah, we're not sure." Another one of them takes a quick like DNA sample, like syringe, to the doctor, and like walks over to like a ridiculously big computer with a bunch of cables and shit coming out of it and 2 keyboards, and you see he slots it into a little thing above the keyboard, and a little loading bar begins going through, and he says, "Yeah, when this gets back, we'll have more answers for you, but that's going to take a second for it to process." 82.
Oh, I am the janitor. You do not need answers for me. I was asking for Cormac.
We cut back to 82, still tapping on the glass. The creature quickly comes back to consciousness, and it does another circle. This one seems frustrated.
Oh, no. Okay.
Also, something to note, it's difficult to register because when you spend a long time looking at one thing, change becomes less perceptible than if you take a break in between. It's like not realizing your younger brother's grown up, you know? It's just like he looks the same every day to you.
Heartbreaking.
But you're starting to realize that this creature has been growing slowly. Like, while comatose, it seems like the creature begins to, like, very, very imperceptibly, like, balloon outwards.
Awesome. I would like to go get one of the doctors that was making fun of me earlier.
Cool.
You're gonna murder him?
No, I'm not going to murder him.
With the radiation?
I just think somebody with more scientific training than I should take a look at this, I've realized.
Please walk into this room.
I feel like we'd have radiation suits, like probably not stored in the room, but they're probably so I will give him a warning.
There's a maintenance closet near the reactor that has rad suits in it.
Okay. But I do want it to be one of the ones I don't like, or that doesn't like me, just in case it goes bad.
Cool. You grab whatever. I think I called him Paul. You see Paul kind of twiddling his thumbs out in the hallway, kind of squints his eyes at you as you walk out.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, is it good in there?
I believe the Fiji is growing.
Like at an alarming speed?
Like, it is definitely bigger than it was when we retrieved it. Perhaps you should take a look.
Yeah, I'll check it out. You see Paul stands up real high and mighty and goes, yeah, I can give it a good old look-see. You know, good old human touch never hurt.
Perhaps you do not want to touch this one, Paul. The Geiger counter is still abnormally high.
Yeah, I'll get a rad suit. And you see he kind of, the same hallway that special projects unit is in, the reactor's also in, so he pops in there, and you see a couple seconds later he pops back out in like one of those big yellow, like almost like Monsters Inc. like radiation suits, you know the ones.
Paul, she does not call him Doctor, whatever his last name is, just because she doesn't like him. Paul, do you think I can perhaps have one of these suits as well?
I mean, you don't need one. You're an android. Frankly, I think you'll be fine. And you see he walks towards the door and bloop, swipes a card.
Okay, Paul.
You picked an asshole intentionally.
I know!
As Paul walks into the room, you hear him yell, "Oh, shit!"
Did it get bigger again, Paul?
You quickly bloop, 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 kind of like swipe twice, walking through both doors, and as the kind of decontamination chamber hisses open for you, you walk in and you see the skin of Fiji laying in a molted husk on the ground. You see Paul laying on the floor, twitching.
How did it get us so quickly? Yeah.
And you see that the ventilation shaft that leads into this room has been forcefully burst into.
Oh, no, I gotta find a mouse.
Down in the med bay, are you two heading up and out back towards the lab, or what do you think you two are doing now that kind of there's this long, like, autopsy process happening here?
Well, people don't really need Mouse to do anything. He's sort of just been tailing behind PP because he's just been following his PP because it was a fun thing to do in the moment. But now that sort of all of his obligations have tapered off, I think he's leaving his PP alone, and he's going back about his work.
Cool.
Toadvine was going to go to the communications room and try to hail either the mainland or the ship that's coming to get us.
You head up to the you head up to, I think I called it the kind of the main station console on the second floor. Mouse, you head into the vents. An 82. In this moment of panic, what do you do?
Oh, crap. Is there any sort of... Do I know that Mouse has a walkie-talkie now?
I don't have a walkie-talkie. I have a camera.
Oh. I thought you and Pee-Pee were doing the walkie-talkie together.
Pee-Pee did give me a walkie-talkie, didn't he?
Yeah, I think staff on this ship have a radio channel.
Okay, good. I'm gonna M0. Sorry, I mean Mouse. Come over, Mouse.
Miss 82, what do you need?
Where
Over.
are you right now? Over.
You hear as I peer out of a grate.
I am right over.
From the vent behind you, and 82, you hear this coming over the radio distantly. Mouse, you hear a boom, 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 boom. That's not you, echoing down a ventilation shaft somewhere in the facility.
Miss 82, hold on.
Mouse,
Cormac tells me earlier. Cormac tells me earlier that while I am cleaning the hallways, he still hears banging in the vents. I think I found it.
Mouse, give me a body save.
No! I think the whole time he's talking, Of course, as we
Buddy.
discussed earlier, walkie-talkies do not like it won't deliver mine if he's also talking. But I feel like the whole time she's just going, "Get out, get out, get out."
That's a failure.
Mouse, I would like you to decrease each of your stats and each of your saves by 1.
Permanently?
And until you cure the radiation that is currently onsetting you. As suddenly your molecules feel hot. You hear the boom, 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 getting louder. You feel queasy, you feel sick, and you feel older.
Miss 82. Hold on. I need to go lie down. Over.
Get out, get out.
As you speak, and you're like as you finally come off of the mic, you hear 82 screaming "Get out" at you as you finally hang up and go over. You feel this radiation is intense and pulsating down the shaft at you, and if you don't do something immediately, something very bad is going to happen to you.
Mouse is in the ventilation staff, like on top of a part of the building.
Okay.
He rams his shoulder into the grate and tries to knock it open.
Give me a strength check.
That's a failure. I rolled a 98.
Rounding the corner, completely enveloped in shadow and hard to make out the details of, you see a pair of eyes, 2 long, gill-fingered hands stretching out and pulling itself forward down the shaft, and you hear a kind of echoing down the shaft. You slam your shoulder in, but your muscles, they don't, like, you tell them to go and they don't. And you feel your stats decrease, all of them decrease by 1 a second time as you slam against the shaft and this thing gets closer to you. Make a panic check for me, Mouse.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Oh, wait, shit. I accidentally pressed the panic button twice. I succeeded on the second one. I failed on the first one.
What did you roll on the first panic check? Does it tell you what you get, or would you like me to tell you?
I rolled a 3, and I got jumpy.
Cool.
I don't know what that means.
Failing panic checks in this game inflicts permanent lasting conditions until your next rest.
I gain 1 stress, and all nearby crew members gain 2 stress, which I think is just me. Or maybe 82, since she's on the line.
No.
It's up to 82. I'll say that's in your hands if you hear him panicking over the radio and take 2 stress.
I do.
82, you take 2 stress. Mouse, you take another. Do you try to slam the grate open again? It's coming at you, fast.
No, Mouse turns and he starts to flee. He just starts running through the vents as fast as he can.
Roll speed.
Okay, my speed's better. Can I add athletics?
Yes.
That's another failure.
Oh
my god.
Mouse is dying.
Mouse, you attempt to run, but in a moment of panic, your legs give out from underneath you. As probably a bad call, you turn around and fully behold the creature that is chasing you. You see Fiji has gotten a lot bigger since you last saw them. You see a large skeletal rib cage that looks like a man, 2 long arms that seem to drape down beyond the tail when they're not pulling it forward towards you, 2 huge bulbous eyes and large ape-like fangs coming down out of a drooling mouth, which a large ridge-backed, spiny serpent tail slithering down behind it. It seems to have quickly grown into adolescence, and as you look at it, you panic, your legs give out. You fumble for your gun, but you can't reach for it in time. It's cramped in here. And Fiji is going to roll combat against you as the creature lunges on top of you and attempts to wrap its hands around your throat. Fiji is going to actually miss. As Fiji slides towards you, you're able to kick back a little bit as you just land a solid boot against its cheek. And as it's just kind of like swiping and biting and clawing at you. Mouse, as you make physical contact with the creature, I'm going to ask you to make one more very important body save.
Okay.
As if the first ones were not important.
DM, I'd like to, at this point, realize the mouse is no longer with me, and say, "Where the hell is Mouse at?" And I turn on my heads-up display to see the body cam.
Does the heads-up display have audio?
Yeah.
Cormac, make a panic check.
What the fuck is that?
That's a failure. I rolled a 97.
That's a failure. Hudson.
Yeah, I failed.
Hudson, do a different roll.
Its combat doesn't succeed, but it does touch you, and you feel a slimy liquid make contact with your skin as a thick and powerful hallucinogenic enters your system. Mouse, you black out as your eyes roll up into the back of your head, and your eyes go a similar milky white that the creatures go into when it goes into a fugue state. And we are going to pick up at the beginning of next session with what happens to Mouse.
Yippee.
Brutal.
My fault, guys. I should have let it take a nap.
My fault, fam.
I should have just let it sleep.
Oh, brutal.
Hey.
Wow.
Damn, I like Mouse too.